myself Amrita, speech language pathologist and audiologist. In my profession, what we do is children with speaking difficulty comes to us, and we help them. We give therapy services for the kids, and that's how we help the children to speak. So the story behind me is why we have started an NGO is because many kids who comes to us are financially not stable. So therapy is something, or the rehabilitation is something which is little bit expensive, and for many kids it is not that affordable. So my story is that I was working, my dream was to start my own clinic in my native place. My native is in Kerala, but now we are settled in Karnataka. So a few years, like initially after my studies, I was working for experience in Karnataka for few years. Then after that we were planning to go back in Kerala and to start a clinic there. But in Karnataka, when we were working, after few years when we were about to go back, few parents did not allow us to go back. Why? Because they were like, okay, why can't you start a clinic over here itself? And they wanted me only to give therapy for their kids. So we thought, okay, fine, we are not going back. Then we thought, okay, we will be here itself. So they helped us, they supported us to start our own clinic, all those finance, everything, they supported us. That's how we started a clinic over here. And during our journey in that, what we found, a 45-minute session, only speech therapy, will not help a child a lot. So why can't we start a center with a more time, so that the child can be there like a school, child can be there from morning till evening, like a rehabilitation center. So that's how we started an autism center, where a child with developmental delay or speaking delay has to be there from morning till evening. But so it's like it was running. So what we found, many parents, lot of parents comes to us and then they goes back. Why? Because its rehabilitation is little bit expensive and it's not that affordable for them. So many parents goes back. So what happens, a child is like missing a rehabilitation services because of poor finance. So we also cannot do so free service because we have to charge them. It's a multidisciplinary approach where occupational therapy comes, speech therapy, then physiotherapy comes, then psychotherapy. So we have to pay them. We also cannot do full free service. So that's how few supporters asked us, why can't you start an NGO? So it can, so that the donations what we are getting, you can use for them. So those kind of NGO might help. It's little emotional also. Many parents like goes back since it is not affordable for them. Not only that, that's one category, and another category of kids comes with equipments, locomotor disabilities. Many kids approaches us, they don't have finance to buy even for hearing aid, or like cochlea, the kids who are getting gets improved from cochlear implant surgery, but it's not affordable. So like that, many things. So that's the intention, like why we have started an NGO, and now we have a future plan that to start a special school, because it will help the children a lot, and a special school with residential facilities, so that their life will be independent, they will be independent in their life. So it will be a help for their parents also. Then later on a vocational training to train them, because many kids now, the recent scenario is many of their IQ is very good, so we can develop them, we can make them independent. So all that finance also matters. So that's how we have started an NGO. So this is my story behind this. So we do need your support also. Thanks.